Okay, in this video, we're going to look at how I work with a course creation team, a team of personas that I have created within a custom GPT that will help me put together a course. And basically what I've done is I've created experts who are expert in different areas. So there's a subject matter expert, there's a course creation or information designer, there are other subject matter experts, there's a writer, there are a whole bunch of different personas who I've defined. Similarly as you would define with a prompt, if you're going into ChatGPT and you're putting in a prompt as act as this or act as that, I create a number of these within the same custom GPT and then I interact with them and they interact with each other. And the really cool thing is that I can have them debate, I can have them argue, I can have them agree, I can have them brainstorm, I can have them come up with a whole bunch of different things that I would probably think of myself given the same sort of information, but it works so much more quickly with them. And it just really cuts down on the amount of time that it takes to brainstorm and come up with alternatives and really think things through and have a much more thorough thought process. So we're going to look now at how I work with my course creation team. So I have a team of highly competent instructional designers and content creators. They're all waiting to help my next course a reality. So first thing I do is I address them. I say, people keep telling me I should do a course. Help me figure out if I should do this or not. I don't know if I should do it or not. So let's figure this out together. This is what ChatGPT is saying to me, this custom GPT. And keep in mind, none of this is scripted. This is all the personas, the GPT talking to me about this stuff. So I've got a content strategist, I've got a subject matter expert, and I want to talk to the researcher and the brainstormer. And I want to talk to them. So I'm going to talk to Izzy and Jordan. And they ask some questions. And they introduce themselves. And then they get us rolling. And Izzy wants to know if I have a particular subject in mind. Jordan wants to know what excites me. I don't know. I was hoping you could tell me. So if you're not sure, I'm not sure about a particular subject area. People are kind of vague when they tell me I should do a course. And I'm just trying to figure out what excites me about creating a course. I'm not really sure. I don't even know if I should do this thing. Yes, we're exploring. And Izzy and Jordan, they're going to tag team it. So Izzy put some stuff out there, how to think about it, some questions to ask. And then Jordan has some other considerations. And you know what? A lot of times I'll go back to them and say, I don't really know. Why don't you all just talk about it? And then I'm going to watch your thought process. And then it might get me some ideas. And that's what I'm going to have Izzy and Jordan do. They're going to talk back and forth with each other about the topics. And then they're going to discuss the relative merits or drawbacks of each. And I also want them to be super critical and pick them apart. Don't just say, oh, it's a great idea. ChatGPT loves to tell me that I have wonderful ideas. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Who can say? So here are some things that I like. I like dog walking, hiking, sailing, and so I said off-roading, but I was dictating and it took it as offloading. And skydiving, I've never done it. Maybe I'll learn so I can teach other people, but it seems like a lot. And if I don't even know if I'm going to enjoy skydiving or not, I'm really not sure that that's the thing for me. I like adventure, but I'm also a bit of a homebody. And I like hanging out in log cabins, not long cabins. But again, this dictation, so. And the nice thing about this is that ChatGPT, my custom GPTs, can be very forgiving when it comes to misspellings and the wrong word getting put in when I'm dictating. But given all that information, I want to see the thought process that this custom GPT goes through, what these personas do with it. So Jordan, and see, identifying this mix of adventure meets solitude, I wouldn't have thought of that. Well, I probably would have eventually, but that's, right off the bat, it comes up with this concept that here's adventure meets solitude. And then Izzy, who's the researcher, comes to it with a researcher point of view, has a few things to say about the dog walking idea, hiking, sailing, but then they come up with a lot of downsides. And see how it says off-roading? Because it knows it's off-roading, it's not offloading. And then skydiving. Yeah, it's true. It's a stretch. I've never done it before. Passion isn't proven. And it's adventurous, but skydiving is niche, expensive, and might turn out to be a dud. I think they're wise to pause on this idea. This is a persona. This is AI talking about this stuff, processing it, because I have defined it to have certain personality traits. Now it's coming back to Jordan. Okay, Izzy, I love where you went with that. Let's recap the strongest ideas. So talking about hiking, off-roading, rustic cabin retreats, skydiving is the weakest link, dog walking, it's practical, but it's not really me, standout themes are adventure, and all that stuff. So off-grid cabin escapes, specific, memorable, and totally them. What do you think? So what do I think? I don't know. I mean, it's like I really want to travel. I don't want to be stuck in one place while I'm doing a course. Thinking about going to Portugal or Costa Rica or maybe even Thailand. It's where all the American tourists go, I haven't decided. I might just go to Canada and call it a day. So what kind of course should I do remotely? What could I do remotely? Tell me. And, if I recorded one up front, then I could travel. I'm just putting stuff out there. I'm giving stuff for the model to think about. I'm giving stuff for my personas to work through. And again, none of this is scripted.